We're recording. Okay, Josh, go with your question. What's up? So the Khan Academy assignments that I assigned, I sent you guys an email and I put it on Google Classroom, but I know there's a lot to keep track of. They're challenging. I would even say they're hard. And it's understandable. I think it's like a 7th grade level. So if you're up for the challenge, you can go ahead and try those out. But if not, don't worry, because it's not a good review. Okay, I expected it to be like normal problems, and it's not a good review. If you want to review, go to, I think it's EE19 on IXL. It's basically the assignment that you guys got before on Monday, and that'll give you a much better review of what kind of problems you guys are going to see on the quiz tomorrow. Okay? So don't freak out about it. Just do the EE whatever the Monday assignment was. I'm going to erase it because I'm not really sure it's E19, but you all get it. Okay, so we're recording. Josh, you have another question? Okay, so everybody, let's get started. We're reviewing a couple of things. So what's the quiz going to be on tomorrow? It's two main things. Actually, 3. Okay. The big word, sir. Yeah. Good. You nailed it. Circumference of circles. Let's put circles. Of circles. It's another thing. There's one more thing we're missing. Parts of a circle. Okay, parts of a circle, in my opinion, is the easy one. Let's go ahead and do that first. So, here you have a cool picture. And this is our parts of a circle picture. I'm going to be labeling parts of this circle that's here, of this super neat mural. I don't know where that's located. Okay, guys, so on the comments, go ahead and type in parts of a circle and I'll label them. So what are the different parts of the circle? You know, like center, things like that. I gave you one already, that's center. Moderators, let me know whatever parts you see. You can all still hear me, right? Okay. So here's the center, but I'm going to wait for everybody to type in other things. Okay. Okay, let's do a step at a time. So the chord, so everybody, the chord is basically runs from one edge of the circle to the other edge. Okay, this is like basic stuff. It's spelled like this. It's spelled like C-H-O-R-D, chord, in math, okay? In math, in geometry. And if a chord runs through the center, I'm going to have a chord running right through the center. Let's just go ahead and cut right to it. The chord that runs and passes through the center is called what? It has a special name. It's the diameter. If you take the diameter and you divide it by 2, what does it make? Good. 2 radii, right? So let's just say that half of the diameter is the radius. Points if you remember that the plural of radius is radii with 2 i's. That's the, I think it's the Latin version. Okay, so what else are we missing, everybody? So you guys said area. Area is super important. Let's go ahead and maybe make a highlighter. The areas with it's it's hard to find a different word for it. It's the area inside the circle. I don't want to say space, because if I say space, remember, I try and be really clear about stuff. If I say it's a space inside the circle, I'm already implying 3 dimensions. The space inside something is like the volume. All this is the area, okay? So it's the area inside the circle. Kind of gives it to you. And you know, like the same way the perimeter is for a square or a rectangle, the circumference. The circumference is the distance around that 2-dimensional figure we call circle. Circumference. And it only applies to circles. Circles are super special. You know, they're not just like your normal 2-dimensional shape. But circles do have 2 dimensions, length and width. All right, so that right there is a circumference. Special points if you know how to spell that. Not necessarily in the quiz, just in life. Okay? Circumference. I think we named everything. Area, circumference, center, radius, diameter, chord. Yeah. So if you got that, great. And remember, last week's Friday video, no, not Friday, you guys are 5A. Last week's Tuesday video, I believe. Yeah, yes. We haven't done arcs, no, for the circle yet. But arcs are also an important part of a circle. Okay, so, but I do want to cover the basics. I think we should get right into it. Did anybody else have a question on this before we get right into what we're going to be doing? Connor, what's up? No, so you're good, because the point of the assignments today, Connor, were just to ready you up for tomorrow's quiz. And in my opinion, the Khan Academy assignments are more advanced. Actually, no, that's like a standard. They're just more advanced. If you did them, you're good. You don't have to worry about doing 5 problems of IXL or anything like that. Good question. I'm trusting you guys to do it, but to be quite honest, I actually forgot to assign them via Khan Academy. I went right to the source, and I assigned them via Google Classroom. Yeah. Okay, go for it. The properties of a circle, that was a video. If you feel like you need to watch it again, do it. We pretty much just reviewed it. Oh, the 3D shapes. Oh, wait, did I assign you guys 3D shapes today? Oh, yeah, I assigned. Don't worry about that. Yeah, that's not going to be on tomorrow's quiz. So you're good. Okay. Next week, different story. We're entering 3D shapes now, so we'll be talking about that stuff all next week. Yeah. Yeah, 3D shapes are fun. I don't want to get too into it, but it's basically like now you're going to talk about the stuff that's in our world, because we live in a three-dimensional world. Well, technically. There was no video on the 3D shapes? The cone. Yeah, the cone's a big one. Yeah, don't forget about that one. I'll be talking more about that stuff a little bit later. Good catch. All right, so let's do some problems. Let me see here. Let me see if my... Yes. Okay, Emma, what's up? If you feel confident because this is a review, right? If you feel like you did the IXL and you did fine, you're okay. Okay, I would feel good that you did at least five problems of IXL today, just to feel like you reviewed a little bit more. But don't worry about the IXL at all today because it's advanced. It's advanced, and I don't want to confuse you guys. I will be talking about some of those problems at the very end of the video when you guys are allowed to go, though, if you want the extra challenger to learn how to do those problems. Yes. If you're confident with your skills, yeah, you're fine. You're okay. And do you mean leave that if you feel like you need this time, because we're going to be reviewing these problems, the ones that you're looking at. If you feel like you got this, I'm excusing you all. You can go. If you feel like you can benefit from this review, and I think a lot of you can, you should stay. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. I knew there was a backup person that wanted to be a moderator. After, yeah. Sure. You can be moderator again, but Iris, choose a moderator to replace you from the comments. Okay, so if anybody wants to be a moderator, just well, I think Kieran can handle it. Kieran's a good moderator. Kieran, you feel up to it? Okay, so you are now okay. Josh, if you want to help out, you could be secondary moderator. Kieran, you're on top of it. You're primary moderator. If you guys, gotcha. All right, Kieran. I okay, guys. So let's relax for a little bit. If you guys need to leave, you can leave. Kieran, I anoint you super moderator. You have now become primary and secondary moderator. And let's go ahead and talk about what you guys need help with. Huh? What's that? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, guys, don't spam because it's really bad for us. It's really going to mess us up a lot. Okay? Close. Okay, cool. Let's start. All right, guys, if you're not Kieran, you're muting yourselves. Okay? Sloan, you want to go ahead? What do you need help with? Okay. Sloan might have a little bit of trouble getting on and hearing her. Sloan, you can unmute yourself if you need to state your question or your need. Okay. Chloe, how about you? Is this Charlie? Okay. Chloe, so what are you confused about? Tell me. Gotcha. All right, let's start. So this is a kind of example you guys would be getting on the quiz tomorrow. The radius is 3 yards, and we're going to solve for the circumference. And you all, I'm going to use C to represent circumference. Now, I'm going to let you guys know that I would love if you would memorize the formula for area and also the formula for the circumference of a circle. You're going to be using it a lot in future classes, both in Hillbrook and also in advanced classes as well. But I am also going to let you guys know that I'm going to give you the area formula and the circumference formula on this quiz because I want to make it a little easier for you, but I would love if you would memorize them. The circumference formula is 2 pi r. And remember, you all, it just means 2 times pi times r. So if the radius is 3, if they give that to us, we're good because you just have to plug that in. So it's, remember, it's 2 times pi, which is approximately 3.14. Remember, we're always using that no matter what. That's our pi for this class. And r is going to be 3 yards. Now, I'm going to give you the Mr. C way of solving it, which, to be quite honest, is the easy way of solving it. Because in multiply, you can multiply in any order. That's a cool thing about multiplication. It's the commutative property of multiplication. I'm just going to take 2 and 3, and I'm going to multiply those two numbers together. It's going to make it easier. So when you multiply 2 and 3, it's going to give you a 6. Remember, there's a yards here, so throw that yards on. It's 2 times 3 yards. Now, the only thing that's left is 3.14. The hard part here, if you were to say there was a hard part, is to get the multiplication right. That's 3.14 times 6. Well, you need to check my math, okay, because I'm going to be moving fast. 4 times 6 is 24, sorry. Carry the 2. 1 and 6 is 6, plus 2 is 8. And then 3 times 6 is 18. So I got, for the circumference, 18.84. And remember, the yards were here, so add them on. Oh, and Kieran, let me know when there's 3 minutes, okay, before class ends. So you guys, that's how you solve for the circumference. And really, the problems are going to be like that. For radius, I might have a 5 yards or a 5 meters. I might even have like a 10. But it's not going to be something too out there. Okay? Chloe, does that make sense for the circumference? Sure. No problem. Okay, and also you all, I'm probably going to answer your questions as I do these problems because this is what's going to be on the actual quiz. And remember, again, the Khan Academy, that was a little bit overboard. Don't worry about those at all. Don't even worry about doing them. Let's try a different problem. And remember, I'm recording this if you guys need to go back. So let's pretend that you're solving for the area. And as I always say, start with a formula, which is pi times r to the second power. And there's a times in between here, okay? I'm not writing it because I'm treating you guys like older kids. Pi times r to the second power. So the radius is 4. So let's start plugging stuff in. Okay, well, pi is 3.14. Let's start with that. Easy. Now the radius, I'm going to put it in parentheses because I like to be organized, is 4 miles to the second power. Now, the first thing you should always do is the exponent because according to PEMDAS, parentheses comes first and then exponents. And there's only a 4 miles in here in the parentheses, and there's only a 3.14 inside this parentheses. Not a lot of fun going on in there. There's nothing really to happen. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to play with the exponent. An exponent multiplies to what it's immediately next to. And in this case, everybody, it's our friend, the 4 miles. So the 4 miles is going to be multiplied by itself. And what that means is it's not 4 times 2. That's a mistake a lot of, new people make. It's 4 times itself. 4 times 4 is 16. But don't forget to multiply miles times itself. Miles times miles is miles to the second power. All right, so that's going to give us 4 times 4 is 16. Miles times miles is miles to the second power. That's going to give us 16 miles to the second power times 3.14. Now again, I emphasize the tough part here is just getting the multiplication right, which is something we're pretty okay at now. 3.14 times 16, check my math, 24 carry the 1, 6, 7, 8, 18. That's done. Placeholder. 4, 1, 3. 4, 12 carry the 1, 10 carry the 1, 4, 5. Now I went really fast there, I know, but I think it's 50.24 miles to the second power. Remember that miles to the second power is still there. So, what's my big secret? Get the formula right, which is going to be given to you, so you should make less of a mistake on that. Plug in right. Do the exponent first. Multiply everything correctly. And then state your answer. And don't forget, area answers always have that second power attached to the unit. How does that feel, everybody? Cool. All right, does anybody else have an outstanding question? Thanks, Kieran. Okay, so I'm going to give you another problem, just for kicks, just for fun. So let's go ahead. This is going to be something like what you would see in the quiz, okay? What if your think, Mr. C. What if your diameter? Yeah, only circumference and area, but you do have to know the parts of a circle, which we just reviewed. Okay, what if you had a diameter, and that diameter was 14 decimeters? Give me the area, give me the circumference. Be accurate, and try and be faster than Mr. C going super slow. Go. Okay, I'm going to talk to myself. I hope you don't mind. Circumference is 2 times pi times r. And that's 2 times 3.14. And r is, well, the diameter is 14. Divide that by 2. That's 7 decimeters. Now, I didn't really have to do that because I can multiply 2 and 7 and give me 14 again. Aha. Multiply it by 3.14, which is going to be 3.14 times 14. 4, 5, 12. Done. 4, 1, 3. Okay, check my answer, everybody. I got 43.96 decimeters for circumference. I'm wondering if anybody else got that answer too. I'm going to move on. And Kira, let me know if people did get that answer at some point. I know that you're probably solving the problem too. Okay, for area, it's going to be pi, which is 3.14 times r squared. Okay, gotcha. So the radius here is 7 decimeters, and we're going to square that. Remember, you're going to multiply 7 times 7, which is going to be 49 decimeters to the second power, and 3.14. So this is the same as the other one in the sense I just multiply this correctly, okay? And that's 3.14 times 49. It's going to be a 36, 12, 28. 4 times 4 is 16. 4, 5, 12. I believe my calculations are accurate. 13 carry the 1. 5 and 1. So the area, and please let me know if I miscalculated, I am only human after all, is 153.86 square decimeters. So that's really like about as tough as your problems are going to be. I want to test that you know the formulas, that you can apply the formulas, and that you can stay accurate. Okay, this is the point where I say if you think you're ready to go, you can go. If you have more questions, you can stay. And if you want me to give you a hard problem, I can do that too. Those are fun. Oh, yeah. Bye-bye. See you later. Hasta luego. Thanks for coming. Good luck. Love to hear that. Yeah? Got it? All right. Well, that's okay, Jules. Here's the good news. I was reminded to record this lesson. I'm still actually recording. And so I'm going to post that on Google Classroom 5A as soon as I can. So I think most of your questions will be answered there. Kieran, you still on by any chance? You left? Hey, do you guys have any other questions for me before we hang up? What's up? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Six hundred and what is it? 600 and what? Okay. So, Jules, we talked about it before in the beginning of class, and don't worry that you missed it, but the Khan Academy problems were much more challenging than what I anticipated. I just wanted you guys to review your Monday lesson. So I said to all the students in 5A and 5B, don't worry about even completing them. If you got a little bit of practice, that's fine, but don't worry about finishing them. If you want practice for tomorrow's quiz, just do the Monday, do 5 problems from the Monday assignment on IXL. Okay? Yeah, because those problems are so challenging, or at such a level that you would pretty much need a calculator to get through them without like losing some hairs, right? So um, that's fine. Yeah, you got it. Okay, I'll see you later. Okay, guys. Anybody else have a question? Good. Good job, Danny. Excellent job. Okay, so it looks like you're good. If you have any questions, I'll be at office hours from 3 to 3:15 today. Just let me know. All right, you're welcome. Talk to you soon. Okay, bye.